Hello guys, I hope you all are doing amazing. So yeah, today in this presentation I'm going to literally lay out everything we do to RZ Mediascape to get our clients 500,000 to $2 million in annual recurring revenue. Yeah, so yeah, how we add an extra 500,000 to 2 million to our e-commerce clients annual recurring revenue, or they get their money back. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, so firstly we have this Facebook ad structure right in front of us. So yeah, this is an apparel brand. Before they started working with RZ Mediascape, the founders of the brand were doing Facebook ads by themselves, and were really having a very hard time trying to get those purchases and getting those higher ROAS. So yeah, I remember they describing their experience of Facebook ads. This is literally what they said. They felt like throwing a bunch of money on a burning fire pit. So once they signed on with us, we made sure their sales funnel was on point and wasn't leaking. Then we did retargeted ads, which really resonated with his ideal customer, and boom, that equals great results. And now we are starting to scale access for this apparel client. Yeah, so as you guys can see, it's ad spend 3,000, and we got an amazing ROAS of 9.34x, and we brought them back 28k. Okay, and this is another e-commerce brand, I believe. Yeah, this is another e-commerce brand. So let me really pick up their backstory on it. Yeah, this is another apparel brand. They had no previous data to retarget because they were new to Facebook ads, and yeah, so we started off with retargeting the social media engagers, and then created a lookalike of the ones who made the purchases, and then that led to these results. Now we are focusing more on cold, to really expand and start scaling to make those big figures. So yeah, we actually thought of starting off with cold, but still they were quite low on budget at that point. So obviously something that really makes sense to target their warm audience already, the social media engagers, and then once they had the money, once they made some money back with Facebook ads, then really started to focus on growing with cold. All right, so we have another client of ours, and this is quite a big budget client. All right. Oh, what's wrong? Yeah, this is a quite big brand. This is a big fashion brand, and was struggling to break even before they signed on with us, RZ Mediascape. With the agency they were working previously, they had a really hard time breaking even. But what kept what but what kept them stick to Facebook ads is that they knew the Facebook ads had the potential to scale their brand, but they just didn't find the right team. So yeah, who could turn that into reality. So yeah, I remember before they signed on with us, I laid out a complete sort of strategy in our initial call, I believe, and they loved how we approached things. Then we started and make sure that everything is being tested as much as possible to eke out the best results possible. And yeah, then we were able to make them 2.29x ROAS with an ad spend of 87k, and yeah, the direct revenue of it was 279k. Okay, how we operate at RZ Mediascape. Small and efficient, results-driven international team, that fancy office space or other perks that clients ultimately pay for. So basically, we are a team of 5. We have media buyers, ad copywriters, and creative designers, and all that. So yeah, basically we work remotely, and that really makes us being very productive and really focusing on the ad sets and all that. So yeah, we don't have any overhead costs or anything like that. All of the money which our clients spend directly goes into the budget. So yeah. Okay, is this for you? You have got a great product and a market for it, but you don't have a proven system of turning cold website traffic and social media engagers into brand enthusiasts. You realize that ads are the best way for predictable growth, but just don't know how and where to start. Your ads aren't working, you're shooting in the dark and wasting money. You feel you should grow much faster with your product and offer. Your current freelancer slash agency is not getting you the results you want, and you're tired of people that promise the world but deliver nothing. You want to become the industry leader and leave the competition behind. Okay. So remember, we are one of the very few agencies that offers a money back guarantee if we don't deliver promised results. That's why we have to be very picky, and we always make sure that we can really help you before taking you on board. So as I've just said, so if we bring you as our client, and ultimately and the with a whatever minimum months we are starting off with, and at the end of the day, if we aren't getting your results, we'll have to refund all of the money we take. Okay, so that's this is a very big deal actually to us. If we are bringing on a client and we think that okay, we don't think that we can really get them results, and we bring them on board. I have media buyers, we have ad copywriters, we have all of our team, and they all need to be paid for the work that has gone into creating the ads and all that. And at the end of the day, if we aren't able to deliver on those results, basically at the end of the day, I'm going to lose money, and that's not really how a business operates. So yeah, we always make sure that we bring you on board if you are only qualified. And this is one thing to really look at. If we have brought you on board as our client, then there's no way that you're going to not be profitable with Facebook ads. Okay, so requirements. You need to have a great product and a market for it, because if you don't have a great product and a market fit, then obviously it doesn't make sense, for us to bring you as a client, because it's hard to, market a product that's not great and also doesn't have a market for it. You need to have a very good sales process, and you should be making already at least 15K in monthly recurring revenue. But that doesn't go to say that you have to have a minimum of 15K. But I have seen that a 15K monthly recurring revenue has been a point where most of our clients were able to get really amazing results. So but still, this doesn't mean that you can't be the right fit to work with us. You can go ahead and schedule in a call with us, and we'll make sure to say if you are a good fit or not. So yeah, you need to have these three things in place. So these play a very important role while getting amazing results. Okay, how do we do this? The four components to successful advertising. The four components to successful advertising: ad creative, ad copy, audience and targeting, structure and strategy. When it comes to obviously doing a very successful advertising, these three things have to be on place. And even if one isn't on place, then obviously we basically can do anything and everything, and also put in millions of dollars of budget, but still you won't be seeing any great results. So we at RZ Mediascape have these four things very much nailed down. So getting amazing results is just a very common output that's going to happen. Okay, so first, having this ad creative in place must fit into the platform and not look like an ad. It should be like a UGC, which is user generated content. And to be more specific, it's your users who have bought your product and they're doing a review of it. Okay, so user generated content works really well. And then we have influencer testimonial, and that means is that an influencer is doing a sort of testimonial type of video where they are saying very nice things about your brand, because a lot of people are influenced by influencers. And you have lifestyle, and you have product on white background, and must catch the attention and spark interest. Your product needs to be the creative needs to be so appealing, and it should spark interest and get people's attention on it. And it should must stop the scroll. So basically what this means is that a lot of people are scrolling on Instagram, on Facebook and all that. Creative should be something that gets people's attention, and people stop for a while to actually take a look at your creative. Must must make people read the copy, and this is the most important part. The creative's role is only to get people's attention. It should stop the scroll, and then right after it stops the scroll, the ad copy overtakes the people. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, creative's thing is to stop the scroll. Ad copy should be based on your customer's avatar that you have built earlier. Should speak directly to the customer and elicit an emotional response. Should make people click on the ad. So obviously writing a good copy, makes a big difference in Facebook ads. Your ad copy needs to be something that your ideal customer should really resonate with it. If they can resonate with your ad copy, and then they start thinking, okay, you actually understand them or you are speaking to them directly, then there's no way you're going to lose with Facebook ads. So this is a customer avatar development sheet that we give out to our clients to fill out, and we make sure that we have this thing in place, because this is really what it takes to write very good ad copy, and at the end of the day get really good results. So if you can pause for a while and take a look at it if you want to. So yeah, we'll move ahead. Okay, so the third most important component to successful advertising is audience and targeting. Use your customer avatar to brainstorm what are your customers into, what are they interested in, who do they follow, who do they watch, what books they read, what games they play, what music they listen to, etc. Use audience insights tool inside Facebook to get more suggestions. Leave it to Facebook algorithm to get your ads in front of the right audience. So cause look, you can have the best media buyer in the world, but still at the end of the day a Facebook algorithm keeps tweaking, keeps doing the changes. It's basically like something that's working 24 hours behind the scenes, but with a human media buyer it's definitely not really possible realistically to do that. So yeah, audience and targeting, very good, very important component. And finally we have structure and strategy. You should have clear strategy and structure on how to run ads. Separate campaign for each stage of the funnel, separate campaign for testing and scaling. Craft different copy and creatives for different funnel stages. Keep your funnel without any holes that will make you lose money. Have a one clear way of naming campaigns, ad sets and ads. Basically keep your ad account clean and organized. Okay, so let me go one by one. Separate campaign for each stage of the funnel. This is again very crucial. You need to have different campaigns for top of funnel, middle of funnel and bottom of funnel, because at the end of okay, let's say you're starting to run ads. Everything will be in your control in the beginning if you are going in a very messy way, but after you start scaling, after a certain point, then it really starts to get messy and all that. So always make sure that you have clear naming structure for ads, ad sets and campaigns, so you don't mess up in the end. And also I'll always have different campaigns for testing and scaling, because if you do all of the testing in a single campaign you won't be able to spot the differences. Once I have to keep improving. And craft a best copy and creative for different funnel stages. That's very important again. And always make sure that you have a very strong funnel and you don't have any holes in it, because obviously if you have holes in a funnel you won't even be realizing that you'll put in a 1,000 people into the funnel and you'll be losing 500 of them just because there's like what do you call it, the leakages in your funnel. That's very important. And always make sure to keep your ad account clean and organized. Okay, so this is a pretty quick demonstration of how everything works. On top you have awareness, then interest, desire, action, loyalty. So you can go ahead and look at it if you want to. So we'll probably like move forward. Okay, so moving on, how this all ties together: at creative, at copy, audience and targeting, structure and strategy. Making sure that we have all those four components in place working together has allowed us to achieve great results like this. Okay, so we are left with so from now you have three paths to take: do it yourself, hire another agency, or do it with us. Do it yourself. Long learning process, a lot of frustration, working on the business instead of on the business. So yeah, you do it yourself. So firstly, as you as an e-commerce owner, business owner, or e-commerce apparel slash fashion brand owner, you have a lot of things to really take care of. You need to take care of your product fulfillment. You need to make sure your product is on point. You need to make sure lots and lots of things. There are a bunch of different things to focus on apart from just marketing. And also I really strongly believe that marketing is one of the very important things when it comes to even growing a brand. But still there's a lot more to it. When there are people out there like us, it's definitely hard to focus on multiple things. Okay, so a long learning process. You need to really be master at Facebook ads and all that good stuff, and a lot of frustration. You'll be handling a bunch of different things and working on the business instead of on the business. You'll be doing marketing and all of that by yourself, and yeah, that literally means you're working on the business. And in the business and not on the business. Hire another agency. Obviously, if you hire another agency, costly retainers. As if you have worked with another agency before, you obviously must be knowing this. Breaking even or making much less than you should. As I've just said in the beginning, we had such a big fashion brand. They were struggling to even break even with the previous agency, and yeah, that's one thing to really make sure that the agency you're working with does what it says. And again, it's a lot of frustration because a lot of people promise the world and deliver nothing. And the final option we have is do it with us. Money back guarantee if we don't deliver promised results. So that pretty much means there's no way to lose. Even if we take you on as a client, and if we aren't able to deliver, we'll be losing instead. You get the point, right? Because I'll have to pay my team. There's it isn't like I have my team that's working free for me, obviously. So yeah. Yep. So obviously we offer a money back guarantee, and if you don't deliver promised results, potentially from 500,000 to $2 million annual recurring revenue while keeping you offensively profitable, becoming the industry leader in your niche while giving people value by selling high quality products that people are looking for. Whichever path you take, whichever path you'll decide to take, I hope I brought you some value with this video. And if not, at least I can present you with this next slide with a picture of a Bruce Lee. Yeah, okay, so let me quickly explain. Fear not the weapon, but the hand that wields it. Um, okay, so let me put these lines in the context with Facebook ads and all that. So fear not the weapon, but fear not the weapon, but the hand that wields it. A lot of people out there think Facebook ads is dead, or Facebook ads is not really that efficient. But honestly, Facebook ads is a very powerful tool if it is in the hands of if it is in the hands of a true nerd marketer, if that's the right way to put it. So obviously, you see Bruce Lee holding nunchuck, right? Nunchuck is a tool, okay? So even I can do it, and even Bruce Lee can do it. But obviously, at the end of the day, the way we both use is very different. Bruce Lee can, just have his finger on, and then you could just, basically he does really know how to use it. So that's what really matters. It's not about you can do it, I can do it, another agency can do it, but at the end of the day, who's the master at using it? That's what really matters the most, right? So yeah, with this I would like to wrap up this presentation video. And if you need help with anything, just make sure to go ahead and book in a call with us. And yeah, I hope you are very successful, running an e-commerce brand ahead. And I wish you an amazing day. So yeah, we'll talk later then. See ya.